Welcome back to our final chapter, Chapter 7, our conclusion of this webinar series. So, to conclude what we learned in this webinar, the reasons a workflow might be large or present the potential to become large, why building for scale is important and what could be the risks involved, some of our recommended best practices for building with scale in mind, and how to best maintain and manage a workflow that is growing and scaling. Let's recap the main points. The reasons that a workflow would be considered large or with the potential to become large is if one or more of the following characteristics are present. A large number or an infinitely growing number of entities, a large number of heavy columns, a large number of connections between the boards, a large number of automations and integrations, a large number of heavy automations, and a large number of collaborators or users on the same process. With that being said, let's remind ourselves of the two main risks of not building for scale. One, slow board performance or dashboard performance, and the second one being a negative user experience. If you do believe you might be working with a large workflow or one which might scale at a pace which will make it large, let's recap the best practices we learned for building with scale in mind. Define and plan your workflow by mapping your workflow in detail before, considering scale when choosing the number of boards and structure of the boards, and defining the reporting needs and determining the must-haves versus the nice-to-haves. Building an automations and integration structure for scale, getting your team input, adding the relevant permissions, avoiding any automation duplicates and race automations, and bearing in mind your integrations when planning. And finally, managing the end user interactions with the workflows through permissions and governance, keeping uniformity through account standardization, views, creating a process for making changes, and adding a sandbox workspace for testing. If you already have a workflow which has grown and is now causing some of the issues we defined, we can alleviate the issues by archiving and cleaning up, segmenting boards into multiple boards, and taking some steps to improve our user experience. This can be by hiding columns or creating predefined views to help users see what they need, or perhaps helping users navigate the account through a directory. Thank you for joining us, and don't forget, you can always reach out to our support teams, community, and help center if you need any additional help.